All right, guys. Finally got around to seeing Saw X. Stayed away from spoilers for 2 weeks. Was not easy. We stayed away so that we could see it. Fresh mind and no spoilers. But this is my first thoughts. Saw X spoiler-free review real quick. Just a few quick thoughts after watching it and wanted to share them with y'all out here on the Pillar of Thriller TikTok. This, I think, is the best sequel from a movie perspective. It's fantastic. It goes into John Kramer's origin story. The traps are brutal. They make sense. The pacing is really well done. It takes time to get to the brutality that some of these traps show. Some of these traps are going to leave you squirming, biting your finger, clenching down your teeth, doing a lot that we haven't seen in the franchise before. There's a lot of wild shit in this thing, guys. I'm not even going to front with y'all. Be prepared when you go see it. But from top to bottom, the later Saw installments really got away from being movies. Like, in my opinion, they were just how many traps can we throw in, how much convoluted stuff can we do to add to the lore and everything. This got back to the basics, said not only are we just going to focus on the time frame between 1 and 2, but we're going to let you see a little bit of John Kramer, feel for John Kramer, which is wild when you know who John Kramer is as Jigsaw, that you actually feel for him in moments. It kind of speaks to just how well that they did from get you to buy into the character that was John Kramer, and even get you to think in certain areas, like, how could this have altered the timeline of the later movies? But then all that goes down the drain, and we get what is one of the best Saw movies in so long, maybe since the original, and the 11th installment, or 10th installment, or whatever, now going on an 11th and 12th that apparently are going to be happening. You don't get that in a 10th installment in a franchise ever. So I was shocked by this. I want to see it again. Movie's fantastic. Just be ready for a lot of classic Saw type traps in here. We see stuff we haven't seen before, but at the core of it, the traps feel like Jigsaw traps, which was one of my complaints about the later movies, is some of these traps didn't feel like Jigsaw traps. I know that, like, he's obviously was dead in the later movies and there were apprentices and everything, but these traps feel like they were done by John Kramer, Jigsaw, the apprentices that are worthy. And at this time, it's a fantastic movie. Like I said, I'm still figuring out where it fits in my rankings. We'll talk more about rankings of the entire franchise in another video, but wanted to give you all the quick thoughts. Go see it. It is so well done. The acting is really good. There's a very great bit of acting even towards the end that you don't expect, and just kind of adds a next level to this. Stuff we haven't seen before from the adversaries that John Kramer is trapping and putting through his games. So go see it. That's spoiler-free review.